off the coast of Galveston, Texas. The waters brim with oysters. But also lurking in such warm waters, a dangerous flesh-eating bacteria called vibrio vulnificus. We're learning a man recently died in the Galveston area after eating raw oysters. It's just the latest reported tragedy after other deaths this summer in Missouri, North Carolina, New York, and Connecticut. The bacteria can make its way into the body through open wounds and through raw seafood.
You get like some fresh Gulf oysters and you just get that real strong salty flavor in your mouth when you taste them, man. It's good.
But some are now rethinking their seafood snacks.
Definitely makes me want to take a step back before I eat anymore.
Dr. Brad Perkins, a former CDC official, says now is the worst time for eating raw oysters.
The typical peak season for infections caused by this bacteria are late summer and early fall.
The CDC recommends against swimming in salt water or brackish water, a mixture of salt and fresh water, if you've got an open wound or cut, and says to cook raw oysters and other shellfish before eating them. There are many types of vibrio infections, and overall they're really rare, but they're rising in the United States to around 80,000 a year according to the CDC, with infections on the East Coast increasing 8-fold in the last 3 decades. This year's seen exceptionally warm ocean waters, the type of environment the bacteria love, with infections spreading further north as our planet heats up. Most people with a mild case will get better after about 3 days and may have symptoms like diarrhea, stomach cramps, and fever. But the flesh-eating vibrio vulnificus can cause serious infections. About 1 in 5 people die, and it's what took the life of the victim in Galveston.
Dr. Sayal is joining us now. Dr. Akshay, obviously incredibly serious consequences here. Help us calibrate how we should be thinking about this. Obviously, the advice is maybe stay away from oysters for now, right? But what else should we know?
Yeah, Hallie, the advice from the CDC is officially to not eat raw oysters. If you're going to eat oysters, you want to cook them. You can boil them or you can bake them for about 10 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. But Hallie, overall, the risk is low. But I do want to point out, if you are somebody who has any of these conditions like liver disease, cancer, maybe a weak immune system or recent surgery, you do want to be extra careful and really avoid raw oysters if you can, Hallie.
Dr. Akshay Sayal, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.